Stolen by James. Miller ahead. Here it goes. Down.
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Miami Heat. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The front line, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins. The backcourt comprised of Russell Westbrook and Thabo Sefolosha. And for the Heat, at the 2 and 3, the superstar duo of D. Wade and LeBron James. Haslem and Bosh are up front, and it's Chalmers in at the 1.
I think there's always a balance for Miami between getting out and running and letting Wade and LeBron do their thing and running the sets that Eric Spoelstra likes. The Miami franchise has always been very controlled offensively over the years, and it's been a little bit of a quandary in terms of how to play. Do we get out and run, or do we play the way this team has traditionally played?
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Wade, right side. It's stolen by Ibaka. Westbrook with it. Right side, Westbrook. Sinks that one from the post. There is a tightrope that has been walked, Steve, you're right, with Miami in terms of play style. Clark seemed to find a balance, though, I thought, last year as the season went on.
Well, you know what? When you have players of their caliber, superstars, you've got to give them a lot of rope and just let them go out and play and be free. It took some getting used to from both sides, but as you said, last year I thought they looked to be in sync.
And his skills go well beyond just his scoring ability. They really can run their entire offense through him.
Feeds it to Durant. And it's blocked by Bosh. And here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance. Got a piece of it. Over Sefolosha. Cannot hit. And the Thunder going the other way now.
And, guys, Mario Chalmers has been a good fit in Miami as that point guard because he doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. LeBron and Wade can handle it. He can spot up and take threes. And then at the other end of the floor, he's a scrappy defender as well.
Now, here's Chalmers following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And here's LeBron outside. Gets it to go. LeBron's now got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot.
And you look at a guy like Mario Chalmers. Some of his weaknesses as a player are minimized playing for the Heat. He's not a great finisher or an elite playmaker, but again, he can leave that to LeBron and D. Wade to create and play off of those guys. It really helps his game.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Game. Just a devastating score, getting even better. And he can score in so many different ways. Transition, he can knock down the jumper, and he's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. He feeds it to Bosh. And the shot is good. Bosh has got 6.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
And you mentioned how well Westbrook scored last season. His assists did dip quite a bit.
But that wasn't just him. That was along with the team as a whole. The Thunder near the bottom of the league in assists because they've got great individual scores. They are able to get points without a lot of ball movement. Once they incorporate the ball movement and the sharing of the ball with those explosive scores, then I think you're going to have something special.
No luck.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
There's the feed to Haslem. Back to Bosh. Heat moving the ball around. Wade passes to LeBron. From the corner. Here's Haslam. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
First free throw is good.
Well, with such a young core and showing that they can be a team that can hold their own in the tough Western Conference, it's possible we could be looking at a decade-long run here with the Thunder, where they win multiple conference championships and maybe NBA titles as well.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. That's a good thought. You certainly have to think so, the way they are dominating their fifth rebound right now in the game. The Heat with the lead. Here's Bosch. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got 3 assists in the game. And here now the Thunder. Outside Jackson. Trying his luck deep. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way.
And guys, you know the story. Erik Spoelstra, coach of the Heat, a guy who worked his way from the ground up with this organization. I mean, from video coordinator to advanced scout, assistant coach, then director of scouting over 13 years. Finally becomes the head coach and has shown himself to be very much a good fit for that position.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Battier cannot hit.
And, you know, going back to Erik Spoelstra, what a job he's done over the last couple of years with all of that pressure after the acquisition of LeBron James. So much scrutiny and criticism, but he handled it beautifully. He got his team playing its best when they needed to be playing their best, and they were able to capture that championship a year ago. What a run.
1:27 left in the first. To the paint. It's tipped. Wade, defended by Ibaka. Wade outside. It's back to Battier. Clock at 6. Chalmers over Jackson. Chalmers' shot is no good.
And total domination on the glass by them so far.
Well, the anticipation has been outstanding, exquisite. I mean, it seems like they've got an extra sense as to know where the ball is coming off.
And that one's good. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Wade kicks to Battier. Back to Wade. Kicks it to Bosch. And the shot is good. Bosch has got 12 in the game.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
And the pass to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Durant. Over James. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Jackson. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. The kick out to LeBron. There's the 3. Second shot opportunity. In deep, Bosch drops it in. He's got 14.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Martin from outside gets it to go. Martin's got his second basket of the night. And Miami has possession. Up in time.
Wow.
Well, he just throws up a prayer and it gets answered.
And those kind of shots are such a big lift for any team going into a break.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Heat out front, up 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Thunder trailing by 10.
You know, the Miami Heat are relatively young as a team in terms of NBA history. Joined the league in 1988, but really hit the ground running and have been a force in the East since they became part of the league.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Erik Spoelstra has on the floor. Ray Allen and LeBron fill out the wings. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Cole in at the point guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, despite his tremendous size and athleticism, LeBron James had always been a player who scored facing the basket, but his postgame has become a point of emphasis. He worked with the great Hakeem Olajuwon in the offseason to develop his moves, and last season started putting them to work. Teammate Udonis Haslem said, "You take one of the best athletes to ever play the game, and if you can implement some of Hakeem into LeBron's game, not only does it take his game to a whole nother level, it takes our game to a whole other level as a team." Dwayne Wade said he has the ability to be one of the best post players in the game. With his passing, rebounding, and scoring, that's just going to make us better. Kevin, a scary thought.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris.
Well, there's no question. I mean, that's where LeBron's strength and explosiveness really gives him the best advantage down in the paint. He threatens the defense so heavily down in that lane area.
The Heat leading by 12.
Boy, Russell Westbrook just plays the game with so much emotion and aggression. Very well respected by his teammates. You can see the competitor come out of him once the game starts.
And Miami has possession following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Heat have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
He was not super talented, but what he was tough. And he loved to defend. He would pick you up 94 feet and just harass you all over the floor.
Allen dishes to LeBron. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Battier against Martin. Battier kicks to Cole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Miami with the triple. And they say the best teams take on the personality of their coaches. Steve, you talked about Coach Scott Brooks, feisty, defensively minded coach. Can you see it rubbing off on his team a bit?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is a team that's built on defense first and foremost. You know, you get caught up watching Westbrook and Durant and Harden and how good they are offensively. But you really need to remind yourself that this team, the cornerstone is its defense, and that comes from Brooks. That's the foundation, and I think that's the way this team will be as long as Brooks is the coach.
Bosh kicks to Allen. The pass to Cole. Inside to Bosh. Oh, the one-hand jam.
They're really playing well at both ends, offensively and defensively, guys.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
Now it's up. Here's Cole. He's covered by Westbrook. Stolen by Martin. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Durant.
Wow, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, that happened fast. Just the immediate bucket off the steal.
Well, one of the things they have is the ability to score quickly after a turnover.
Wade outside. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Wade.
It's been a struggle for him offensively tonight, and they'd love to have his production out there.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Kevin Martin. And it's now 22 points for Kevin Durant. The Heat leading by 6.
You know, it's hard to believe, but they say Westbrook couldn't dunk until his senior year in high school. Now he's one of the best point guards in terms of dunking the ball that we've ever seen in this league. Incredible strength and quickness, just explodes to the rim.
Outside, Martin shoots the three. Second chance shot. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Wow, you really have to sit back and admire what this guy's doing for his team right now. They're down, yet he stepped it up and he's delivering.
LeBron, defended by Durant. Right side, Bosh. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Collison. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
That's just a monster throwdown right there, guys. I mean, he must be working on his high wire act there, Kevin.
I'd say so, Clark.
That's paying off for him. That was a fantastic move.
For Martin. Back to Durant. Perkins with the screen for Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. The Heat with the lead. Now Chalmers looking for his first bucket of the game. Allen. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Westbrook against Chalmers. Launches a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Wade with it. It's Allen on the wing. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The feed to Chalmers. 6 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City trailing. It's Durant with the drive. All sorts of time. Here's Perkins. And their work on the board pays off with the second chance points. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to LeBron. Takes the 3. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. And that's now 17 points for LeBron. Now Westbrook, 11 points in the game. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And we're through 2 here in a good one.
62.
It's the Heat. They lead by 2.
16.
And coming up now, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll return with the start of the third quarter in just a while.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the Halftime Report with a close contest going on out at American Airlines Arena. The Heat in a tight one against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. A sensational first half for LeBron. He has 17 points. He's been getting it done on both ends of the court. Look at the assists, look at the rebounds. It's all adding up to a great first half. And it was a good first half as well for the Thunder. They've done a great job executing their offense. They've been avoiding sloppy mistakes. Kevin Durant dominating the first two. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out for the start of the third quarter.
A look here at the fast-growing downtown of Miami, Florida, as we return to action. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots, and it's paying off for him and his team.
You know, he's taking exactly what the defense is giving him, and he's not forced anything. And that's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
You know, when you look at Miami last season, what they tried to do was get away from shooting all the three-point shots and get LeBron and Wade down near the block. And I thought that was important. The shot selection was much better. They got out and ran a lot more, and they used that athleticism to their advantage. I like it. He could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of a nice, smooth finger roll. I like it.
Chalmers dishes to Bosh. Kicks it to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Haslam, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Look at the athletes in Miami, and they can be just downright scary if they're getting up and down the court on you. I mean, you really just got to duck.
You know what, Kevin? It's not just guys that can run. It's guys that can finish and run with Wade and LeBron. And those two, in and of themselves, I mean, they're a dynamic duo. I think playing the way they did last year, let them take full advantage of their personnel. They actually thrive being in the open court, and that's really how they tried to play most of the time.
And he makes the first.
Well, you could see it happening. You knew the Thunder were poised for a deep playoff run last year after coming up short to the Mavericks in 2011. They made quick work of them in the first round last year.
Haslam hits both of them. Looking back on that series, Clark, it was a bit of a statement from the Thunder to go out and sweep the defending champions. They had a couple close games in there, but to do it in Dallas, I thought, with a Game 4 series-clinching win, was pretty impressive. I know, Steve, you thought so as well.
Oh, no question. And then, of course, they followed that up by beating the Lakers and then San Antonio before finally losing to Miami in the finals. So you look at that murderer's row of opponents that they had to face in the playoffs, and to win 3 series, pretty remarkable.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Sefolosha's shot is good.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Sefolosha. Wade is covering. The kick out to Westbrook. Poked away.
Great read defensively and an excellent sense of exactly when that ball was coming back outside.
And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
Clark, you mentioned LeBron's jump shot. Steve, it's something he's really worked on.
Yeah, you know, when he came into the league, he was very inconsistent with his motion. You know, there was some balance issues, but in the 2008 offseason, he rebuilt his motion, tried to keep his elbow in a little bit more than he did in the past. He's become a much better shooter. He's still a little bit streaky, but still, his game is all about going inside and wreaking havoc in the paint.
That gives them the lead. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
I give them a lot of credit. They didn't quit when they were behind. They really battled back here.
This has been a very impressive rally. The question is, can they keep the pedal to the metal, or will they run out of gas?
And that one falls for Westbrook.
You know, the Heat knew it was all about the playoffs for them last year, Kevin, and ultimately they would be judged on if they were able to win a title or not. That's maybe harsh, but that truly is the reality for that group.
It is there, you're right. Wade outside. From outside the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Yeah, Clark, they cruised early, and once Derrick Rose got hurt and the Bulls were knocked out, they were the heavy favorites to reach the finals. But it was a struggle at times. You know, Indiana gave them a real good second round.
Yeah, and then Boston took them to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, even had them down 3-2. But in the end, it was finally LeBron's turn, and he was amazing during the championship round against Oklahoma City. And it was what
a throwdown there. Man. Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
How it handles its business on the road. Typically, that's a good barometer of what kind of success a team is going to have, what they get done on the road. The Thunder showed last year they were going to be right in the mix with their road play.
At the 2 and 3, the superstar duo of D-Wade and LeBron James. Haslam and Bosh are up front, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, after almost a decade in the NBA, in his 3rd trip to the NBA Finals, LeBron James finally broke through to win his first ring. His first thoughts after the final buzzer? About time. But beyond relief, the 2012 title was redemption for LeBron as well. After a disappointing finals performance in 2011 that had left him humbled and motivated to do better, he said, "I'm doing whatever it takes to become a better basketball player. Every day trying to critique my game. Our team becomes better if I continue to get better, and that's what it's about." Guys, he's not done yet.
That's right, Doris. Thanks.
Well, as talented as LeBron is, it's still a matter of how hard he's worked. And he's put that hard work to use. The talent is unquestionable, but the work has put him over the top. And that's why he's been able to finally get over the hump and win a ring.
Yeah, the Thunder finished 21 and 12 on the road last season. For a team so good at home to be able to win on the road like they did, Steve, I thought that was incredibly impressive.
Well, to be an elite team in the NBA, Kevin, you have to win on the road. You've got to control your home court and then be able to go out and grind out wins away from home. And that's exactly what Oklahoma City has established the last couple of seasons.
Wasted no time on that one. LeBron's now got 4 points in the quarter.
You just can't let him get that close to the hoop.
Here's Ibaka, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. He comes in for Chris Anderson, and it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Wade, 7 points in the game. Kicks it to Cole, a 3-ball. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 7. Westbrook with it. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity, but I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Heat on D. They trail by 7. Martin with it. Wade picks him up. Westbrook dishes to Martin. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark. A young coach, certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster, and he's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game.
The Thunder leading by 7. Martin from outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's now got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bosh kicks to LeBron. LeBron left side. Bosh against Ibaka. Deflects the pass. Here's Wade. Count it from 12. And now it's only a 5-point Thunder lead.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there. And we all knew it was a title or nothing for the Heat last year after getting to the 2011 finals and losing to Dallas that season. In fact, Dwayne Wade himself said if they didn't win a title, it would be a bust.
Heat have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. LeBron outside. Dishes it to Cole. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Steve, back to the Heat, you were talking about them. You said Wade thought it would be a...
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time. I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Wade passes to Cole. From down in the low post, it goes. Cole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Well, Norris Cole has a ton of speed, he's athletic, and he's very active defensively. If you're lackadaisical with the ball, Cole will strip it from you, and he'll be headed the other direction for a layup.
If you're a little guy, that is about the one thing you can do on defense. You got to find a way to help, and that's how he helps on D. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. Durant comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Outside Jackson, the feet of Martin. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Thunder score.
But you see the contrast here offensively. They're really starting to make that mid-range shot.
Yeah, and I love it. You know, just finding the gap and looking for a little airspace, a little room to get the shot off. They're doing a nice job.
Gets it to go. 26 points for LeBron.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And here's Jackson. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Again, Martin missing.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Stolen by Martin. One second left. Here's Perkins. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Thunder lead by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Thunder that garners the uncontainable game today. No signs of them slowing up at all as they are sharp and keep finding ways to extend their lead. Not a lot of teams in this league can pull off a dominating performance like this one.
Okay, Doris, thanks. That scoring run, guys, was pretty key in this game so far, don't you think?
Yeah, very much so, Kevin. I mean, that was like a runaway train there for a while. No stopping them. That really blew the game open.
Well, you bet it did. I mean, when you've got one team in such terrific offensive rhythm and the other guys on their back feet, tentative, hesitant, it almost always leads to runs like that.
The Heat trail by 5. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Martin. Cephalosha is out there with Durant. Then there's Perkins. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. The pass to Wade. He feeds it to Chalmers. Shot clock at 5. On the three off target.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Shot's good by Durant.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
When you think about converted point guards, Russell Westbrook comes to mind for me anyway. He played the two at UCLA alongside Darren Collison. But he's been able to figure out the point guard spot in the NBA, and Oklahoma City really wants him to score anyway. So he's kind of a hybrid point guard.
The Heat making a switch here. Battier's checked in. And Russell Westbrook has had his critics playing alongside Kevin Durant, and some have said that Westbrook took too many shots. Clark, what do you think?
Well, that's nitpicking. I don't want to dwell on where Russell Westbrook is with his development because he's a fantastic player. He's young, and he does need to grow. Most guys do. But what he brings is a guy who can score the ball at a high rate, and he needs to take a number of shots. That's what he is. He's a scoring point guard right now. So the criticism about him taking too many shots, I think that's misguided.
The Thunder leading by 5. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris Bosh has checked in for Miami. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Miami grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Durant against Allen. Chalmers. Here's the dish to Wade. Outside Bosh. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off to tie it up. And it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Bosh. Bosh has got 3 assists now in this one.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Sefolosha up top, shoots. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. LeBron against Ibaka. Now here's LeBron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosh first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And both free throws good for LeBron. And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, it was not pretty.
No, it was not, and he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did, but I think going forward, and as time passes, people will let it go as they should, and LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that, and a better player, too.
He dishes it to Bosh. Leads him in there. And that one's good.
How about that? They finally tie it up.
Can they continue this momentum, guys? We'll see.
Thunder have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Back to Ibaka. Perkins inside. Haslam's there. Open shot. Ibaka. Money from the wing. Ibaka's got 10 points in just the second half. Miami trailing. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. He kicks it to Bosh. Allen outside. to take the lead. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Left side, Martin. Here's Westbrook. And good on the basket. Book it. And now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And you can just see what his offense means to this team. I mean, it's obvious. They really rely on him to score the basketball.
Allen dishes to LeBron. Outside Bosch. Gets it to go.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Here's Perkins. The shot from the low post is good. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And that's why you love this guy. I mean, tremendous work on the offensive boards. He just gets you second chance points.
The drive by LeBron. He passes it to Haslam. Up with it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
When the Big Three formed, one of the first thoughts that followed was, who's going to play with them? In 2011, the bench was thin, but it got a little better last year, I thought, Kevin.
I agree, Clark. You know, the Heat were able to add a little bit of depth last season. They would need to because Bosch got hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah, but, you know, it was interesting. For most of the season, it seemed like there just wasn't enough depth, but eventually it came through in the playoffs. Shane Battier played extremely well in the finals. Haslam came through for them. Mike Miller had an unbelievable Game 5 to close out Oklahoma City. So the depth was sort of shaky there for a while, but ultimately it paid off.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Perkins. Westbrook against Chalmers. Backing down. Outside, Martin. Launches a 3. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 from Chalmers. Thunder with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They really need to start looking elsewhere, guys, because he can't get anything to go.
Westbrook, good! Westbrook's got 15 points here in the second half.
Nicely done. They've really attacked effectively in transition.
There's no doubt about it, Steve. Their quickness has given them an advantage. I mean, I've liked the way they've pushed the ball all game.
A nice shot by LeBron.
And what I love about him, Kevin, is the supreme confidence he has at the offensive end of the floor. He just seems to want the big shot with the game on the line.
And I've also got to say, Steve, that I really like how he's able to adapt defensively to really whatever the situation is. There are a number of ways he can come at you at that end of the floor. Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
And Chalmers kicks to Allen. Back to Chalmers. Kicks it to Haslam. Pass to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. LeBron outside. Beyond the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Doris?
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Now Westbrook. Outside Durant. The tray. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
Dishes it to LeBron to take the lead. Gets it to go. LeBron's now got 40 points.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
Martin from outside. They get it back. Westbrook against Chalmers. Perkins with a screen on Chalmers. Here's Westbrook, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Westbrook's got 28.
After a subpar first half, I like the way he's been much more aggressive here in the second, finding a way to hit his shot and get more shots.
Wade drives in. There's the feed to Haslam. Left side, Bosch. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter. .139 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Martin. Durant up top. Count that one. Durant's got 40 points.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
Chalmers against Westbrook, and Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Steps back and fires. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a great game for Bosch in this one. He has 20 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
Now, interior defense at its best, fellas, and that's what we've seen out of him.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
How big was that? He's just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Durant, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Durant's got 42 in the game.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
That's good from Durant.
He not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front with the free throw. Guys, that could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
And there's the pass to LeBron. And they double him up with LeBron. Back to Wade. LeBron outside. He feeds it to Bosch. Just 5 on the clock. Chalmers from downtown knocks down the 3.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Westbrook with it. Outside, Martin. Durant sets a screen for Martin. It's Durant on the wing. Nails it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
He's shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Martin against Wade. 30 seconds left in the game. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. And they double it up with LeBron. Here's Bosch. Just 3 to shoot. And here's LeBron outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its...
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. No good from three-point territory. Left side, Ibaka. Outside, Martin. Lets it go from deep. Misses the three. Can they tie? Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
No joke, I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder. But think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict, addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit, I gotta use it, even if it's